grab a friend to join you, and have someone give you a push. Because we're hitting the ground running. It's time for slips, trips, and a dog with the yips. On life's funniest moments. So pair off with a partner and pop open the bubbly. It's a fashion show of fun that's fit for man and beast. We've got comedy licked. And we're ready to make a splash on life's funniest moments. If all you want for your birthday is a pair of stilts, you've got high hopes. Get it? If you've ever had a chair pulled out from under you, you know how Grandpa's about to feel. Only it wasn't a friend who fooled Grandpa. 'Twas physics that did the deed. But wisdom comes with age, and Grandpa knows that if at first you don't succeed, tube again. Jenny thought a pair of expensive skis would make her queen of the mountain, until Mom said her little brother had to share them. Here's some mountain math. 2 on a ski equals 2 on the ground. It may look like this dog is just having fun, but he's proving a very serious scientific theory. What goes up must come down. You know what? He's actually just having fun. Never mind. This dog would love to get that ball. And he would if he wasn't chicken of the sea. Champagne is a French word, which translates in English to look out. This dog has high hopes. He just watched Spider-Man, and he can't figure out why he won't stick to the window. Just wait till he tries to shoot webs. This is Denmark's oldest wheelbarrow. It's been passed down from generation to generation. And on this historic day, Denmark gets a new wheelbarrow. Whitewater rafting is a heck of a sport, but the raging of these rapids has turned a rafting competition into a swim meet. The real tragedy is that every single person on this raft had just gotten their hair done. Some say the key to a great downhill run is lining up the sled just right. Although the real key may be making sure you're on the sled.
Rosebud!
Don't worry if you blow a fuse, because these are life's funniest moments unplugged. They teach you a lot of things in kayak school. How to get into the kayak, how to paddle correctly. Well, unfortunately, Boris was absent the day they taught how to keep the kayak upright. I don't know if this dog's bite is worse than his bark, but with that bark, I wouldn't want to find out. You can shell out a lot of money every month to the auto club, or you can get Nikolai here to be your trunk buddy. It might take him a little while to get there, but when he does, you'll be on your way in no time. Just make sure to drop Nikolai off at his place. The reason it was so fun to ride the jet ski with Christoph is the exact same reason it was fun to ride with him on a motorcycle. This little guy has the Elvis thing down pat. The look, the hair, everything but the stage moves. Wow, that had to hurt, but with a little help from Colonel Tom, the show must go on.
Candy, are you there? Pick up. Candy cane.
Hi, we can't get to the phone right now, but if you leave a message after the tone, my cat will shove the answering machine on the floor. Thanks. This guy on the right uses the priest's robe to clean his glasses. At first it seems rude, but he's just following that old passage that says, "I was blind, but now I see." There's been some tension. People think the band is breaking up. Looks like the drummer is breaking up first. And now, Carl will perform the figure eight. How about a figure six? Oh, let's see that again. Coming up, Scraps looks for scraps. And when makeovers go bad. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. These next clips will have your head spinning with laughter. This dog is spinning his bowl around because A, he loves to make his owners laugh. B, he wants to break in the new floor. Or C, he's hungry. Really, really hungry. The answer is D. Who knows? He's a dog. Wow, what a great trick. Where would you learn something like that? Apparently at home.
All right, I think we got it. Nice.
This horse is wasting no time. No matter how fast he spins this thing, he's not going to take off. You don't need a fancy collar or expensive school to train your dog. The most effective dog training tool in the history of mankind is already in your bathroom. A hairdryer. George Washington once said, "I cannot tell a lie."
You're not supposed to get into the baby powder. You didn't get into the baby powder?
Becky Collins once said, "I didn't get into the baby powder."
No? Okay. What have you been doing? Playing with Kelly, and that's all.
Becky Collins is no George Washington.
Why did you do that? You're playing.
They're the things you do until you get rich enough to hire someone to do them for you. Chores. Cleaning the windows was always a chore for Sandy, until she got Yoda.
Finally got her. Quit it, Yoda.
Now she's got her window problem licked. The Jenkins family had leftovers for dinner tonight. Their dog Mabel had leftovers. It's a fact, if you ask a dog to take out the trash, you'd better be prepared to buy a new trash can.
Can't let go. I gotta rinse him out.
Hey, who does this mop think he is? As far as this dog is concerned, the understanding has always been very clear. Anything that falls on the floor belongs to him.
I should be stronger than you. Let it go. Show daddy. Good. That's it.
It takes two to tango, but it only takes one to laugh at these next clips. These kitties are having a blast knocking each other around. But be careful, it's all fun and games until someone loses a whisker. Tired of chasing his own tail, Rover decided to switch to one he could actually catch. Rooster versus dog. This doesn't seem to be a fair fight, but look again. That rooster is one cocky customer. Next time, maybe that dog should pick on someone his own size. Literally. This is no ordinary sparrow. He's a frontman for the rap group BWA, Birds with Attitude. And that cat just got served. Coming up, the new dance trend this fall, and a klutzy couple does the conga. when we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Some of us can do it, some of us can't, but we all really love to watch it. Dance. The problem with the annual Assertiveness Trainers Dance was that everybody wants to lead. It was the hottest ticket in town. Standing room only crowds watch this show every night. But as with most productions, the real drama takes place backstage. Melanie's interpretation of the Dance of the Seven Veils was about 6 veils short. But she made up for it in bruises. This Great Dane takes great pains to let his owner know that he wants the next dance. And his owner obliges. I wonder who leads. As is the case with most couples, everything is going smoothly for these two until a kid shows up. This fine feathered Fred and Ginger have got it going on. If a bird has moves like that, there's no need to fly. Just shimmy. Open auditions for the summer production of Boots and Babushkas was almost finished. They just needed to find someone to play Millie, the klutzy farm girl. And we have our Millie. Here's Exhibit A as to why the airplane spin became a wrestling move instead of a dance move. They should go for 2 out of 3 falls. Whether it's laryngitis, clips getting lost at the airport, or no one filming themselves doing silly things, we'll find a way, because the show must go on. In rehearsal, this routine worked flawlessly. But that was before Mom gave Cindy Grandma's shawl for luck. Oh, what a tangled shawl we weave. When you're playing the harpsichord, there's a reason you have someone turn the pages for you. That would be the reason. The only thing that sounds worse than an accordion a guy falling off a chair while holding an accordion. Here's what happens when you try to fit a pair of 78s into a set of 45s. During her performance of Swan Lake, Svetlana unfortunately decided to turn into an ugly duckling. Brittany was always cutting it close. Even though her teacher said the show started at 11, Brittany still had that second bowl of cereal at the house, and now she was paying the price. Looks like this dance has at least one dunce. Coming up, you don't need a ship to get wrecked. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. You know the boat you've chosen is inadequate when the passengers abandon it to ride on a block of styrofoam. Well, I guess that boat doesn't look so bad after all.